Welcome to A Bed in Bangkok
with two bitches.
I'm Meg.
I'm Jo.
Hey, bitch.
Hey, bitch.
How are you?
Wonderful.
I would like to start with the fact that you did a run club at 6:30 this morning. Mm-hmm. Look at you being extra. Yeah. Tell me all about it. It must have been nice out. It wasn't super hot today.
I don't think there's anything nice about running in Bangkok. I mean, that's just me I don't really like to run.
Heard.
So, and I haven't done it outside. I can't tell you the last time here in Bangkok that I've done it outside. Mm-hmm. So I was pretty fucking miserable. But I survived. But it was nice. You know, it's just, it's difficult for me to be like, okay, guys, at 6:30 in the morning.
Totally.
I find that it's not me.
It's not authentic to who you are.
Exactly. I'm happy that other people can do that and organize and get people together. And I'm glad I did it because I knew if I don't do this with other people, like basically feeling like a dumbass if I can't keep up, I won't do it by myself.
Yes.
Have you ever watched I'm not all of them, but a lot of the Thais in the park, how they run?
Say more. I don't know where we're going with it, so I don't know that I've seen it.
They get super excited about it and they run and then they stop. And it's like
you mean like a sprint?
Well, I mean
okay.
For an amateur, when it's like children, how they're like running and then
they're done.
Shit, that's hard. Yeah. So I feel like that would be me had I not gone to the runners club. So it was nice. I recognized a woman from F45 and she's super fit. She's like goals. So it was good to do, but I was dying. And then they're talking, and they're like, how long have you been here? I'm like, stop talking. No, but it was overall good. But I had to get up. I had to leave at 5:50. I mean, I didn't have to. I could have taken a motorbike, but I wanted to walk there. But it takes 40 minutes to walk to the start point.
Only you would be like, I'm going to complain about it being super early, but also I got up so that I could walk for 40 minutes to then go run at 6:30 in the morning. I would be leaving at 6:22 to take the motorbike over.
That's a good point. Yeah. I mean, whatever. But anyways,
you're
fine.
Like my daughter when she's always like, I am so tired. And I'm like, maybe because you woke up an hour before anyone else got up for school.
Yeah.
She's like, well, I have to do my skincare.
Okay, well, that's definitely not me.
Same difference, though. You and your eye have to walk.
Exactly. So it was nice, and I will do it again, and I just need to get in a habit of running.
Is this an organized group or?
It's I should introduce you to her. She's an actress.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
So she organizes it. I guess she probably does personal training and stuff like that. I don't know how legit any of it is, so I'm not going to say more than that because you know how things go here. But it was definitely it's not like you had to pay for it or anything. What she's doing on other stuff, I have no idea.
Sure.
But it was an organized thing. And I asked how many people. I think today we seemed to be 6, but one dropped out real quickly. And I was
that would be me.
I'd be like, oh, this was a bad idea. The one that I recognized from F45 was back with her. Then there were 2 and 3 in front of me and then me. And I guess I was giving off my RBF, my resting bitch face of don't talk to me.
Especially pre-coffee.
Yeah, I had coffee. But I just
try to give you all
I know.
The
I
grace.
can't. It's I just feel like this is where I need you to come with me to things,
to chatter,
to meet new people, because you're just I'm always hi. And then I'm I just I get all weird and I just look insecure or look annoyed or something. Anyways, so then the F45 girl, the one that goes there, she came up to me and I was like, what happened to the other one? She was like, she's going to walk. And I thought should I just stay with her? But then I was like, no, I have to do this. So I survived, but they were going back to where we started. And then, so we did basically we ran back to Lumpini, did a loop around the park. And then they were going to go back to where we started. And I thought, that makes no sense for me because
Then you got to go back.
I have to go back, like walk the 40 minutes again. So I had a good excuse that I live the other direction.
You peeled off.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I guess they do running and then they get coffee afterwards.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
You said 6, and in my brain, I thought you were going to say 60. And I was like, yeah, like one of those like big old running clubs.
No. Oh, sorry. I forgot the question, as I usually do. They said it's between like 5 and 20 people, which is fine. 60 seems a lot.
No, that seems a lot.
We don't need to.
I think I know
It's not
so
a fucking marathon.
I know so little about running clubs because like I'm a treadmill princess. Like I gotta have aircon happening.
Mm-hmm.
But all I can think of is that story out of Bali that just happened. I told you about that, right? Or did we talk about that?
I have no idea what you're
There
talking
were
about.
these 2 Dutch guys in Bali. Like this is classic, like, you know, digital nomad colonizer expat community bullshit that happens in.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna say all those words.
Yeah, I like
in
it.
Southeast Asia. So, you know,
So 2 douchebags.
2 full-on Dutch douchebags.
Okay.
These like bro guys had started a run club in Bali,
Okay.
and they set up like you had to sign up, you had to apply and sign up online, go through some sort of thing. Well,
Like, wait. Sorry. Like to see if you're fit enough?
I don't
or
know.
like hot enough?
I don't know what the approval process was.
Okay.
But I think in order to like be a part of the run club, you had to like apply online.
Okay.
Well, guess what? When you apply, you had to say your nationality. And if you said you were Indonesian, it auto kicked you out.
What?
In Bali. So like there was this couple who were, I don't know, I'm going to get this wrong. She was Indonesian and he was Japanese, let's say.
Yeah.
And I think they had heard that other Indonesian people were getting kicked out. And so they were like, okay, let's do an experiment. Like, let's each apply and see what the response is. He gets let in right away. And she gets like, we're unable to offer Indonesians space at this time.
Wow.
And so then like it became like a big hubbub, obviously, on social media because people were like, I'm sorry, you're in Indonesia.
Yeah.
You don't get to kick Indonesians out of your run club.
No.
And then the guys were like, oh, it's just, it was our AI, you know, system that was auto doing it.
That's automatically racist.
Well, and we're all, and like anyone with a brain is like, but you have to set the parameters.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
that is
Yeah.
the saddest excuse ever. They got kicked out of the country.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, because Bali's been cracking down, I guess, a lot on like people, you know, running businesses and all kinds of stuff. And so I think the Indonesian government was like, cool. Also, you can't be operating a business here without
were they
licensing.
making money
Yes.
with it? How?
I
I would
think you
never
had
pay
to-
to run.
Well,
Well, actually, I've done like the half marathons. I pay to run.
but a marathon is different
Yeah.
than like, oh my God, we're just going to all be like cute and
Yeah,
run.
no. But okay.
So-
Wow. Well, good that they got kicked
Yeah.
out.
So the Dutch D-bags they're probably over here.
Probably Vietnam or something.
Probably, yeah.
That's wow. That's really like pretty blatant.
Yeah.
I get that you wouldn't want it to only be Indonesian. Like you want it to be like diverse.
mix of people, yeah.
But you can't just be like, not you, fucker.
I know. In that country.
Yeah.
That's some goal.
Okay. Good for them.
Yeah.
Wow. So how was, speaking of Vietnam, how was Vietnam?
Oh, it was awesome. Yeah, we had a really good time.
Good.
Hot, which I know feels ridiculous to say, living in Bangkok.
Yes.
But she was a more humid friend.
Really?
Hoi An was more humid than Bangkok.
Okay.
The other difference is, have you been to Hoi An?
No.
Okay, it's really charming, right? Small little city. The vibe of it is very much like old town that traffics in tourism, and also, you know, it's where everyone goes to get clothes made or shoes made, everything custom made.
Yes.
So all the buildings are, they tend to be like old storefronts, and everything's much older, so there isn't a lot of air conditioning. And I realized
How spoiled we are.
that's exactly right. Like Joyce and I were talking about that. We're like, why are we so like, we've had to like costume change twice every day and have a shower in between. And I was like, it's because we're not then like tucking into the mall, tucking into the place with the aircon.
Yeah.
Yeah. So in that regard, it was toasty, but it was great. I had a blast. I'll show you my cutie shoes I wore here.
Okay.
I had custom shoes made. I had a bunch of cute pants made. some shirts.
Good.
I got a knockoff bag I really like.
Okay.
I got stuff for the kid. I learned that I don't know how to measure a belt. And I had belts made for my husband that are 10 inches too short, but they're beautiful. If anyone needs a beautiful handmade brown leather belt that's literally only 34 inches long, so you have to be tiny, it would probably fit you.
No.
You're tiny.
I'm bigger than your husband.
No.
Okay.
He's so excited. Speaking of my husband, he's been working out with the trainer.
Mm-hmm.
And he came home from his exercise yesterday and he was like, well, I got told today that I'm really fortunate genetically. And I was like, oh yeah, why? And he said, well, apparently like the layout of where his bicep starts and the distance from like the elbow means, I guess, because Tony, used to lift weights. So he's really key on like how your body can develop for showing off, right? Because he was like a bodybuilder. He said that my husband's like bicep peak distance thing is like primed to get really big. And I was like, what does that mean? He goes, it just means I'm going to get like really big biceps. And I was like, baby, whatever's going to keep you working out.
One time I said to a trainer, my shoulders are looking really good at the moment. And he said, shoulders are easy.
Wow.
Yeah. And I was
not for me.
I've never got, but I got a huge compliment. Huge.
Was it not about your peak of
no,
your bicep?
I will never get a compliment on my arms. My arms they just are fucking pathetic. No matter how much I do. But I played tennis last week. I lost again.
How many games?
I don't know why.
It's just I lost again. You said it in a funny way. You just delivered it in a funny fashion, babe.
I lost the first set 6-4, which means I won
got on the
4
board.
games. Yes.
This is fantastic.
And then the second set, I lost 6-0. Let me give you my whys. I felt like the guy I was playing against, he needed these wins. Like, do you know, like when I started to win, I could tell he was getting like frustrated with himself and kind of like, just not like he wasn't like angry, but like just
he was taking it serious.
Yeah. And then I started feeling bad. Like, yes, I know it's like I love to torture people. I love to torture people in a classroom. But I am not competitive. I'm competitive with myself, but not with other people. I would like, you don't believe that?
No, I'm just going to slow take to the camera on that. Go ahead.
I'm not competitive.
Okay.
I mean, like, maybe if we were talking about like how many beers can you drink, and you said
or
like
how many steps you can walk.
Well, but that's with me. That's with myself. I can drink more beer. I can take more steps.
That's called competition. But keep going
with myself.
I'd also against me, but keep going.
Well, then I'm always gonna win with the okay. But anyways, so I felt like he needed these wins. And then also I kind of lost interest. Like I do get really like we were playing the other day, my husband and I, and he said like we were playing doubles and he was like, I need you to really like pay attention this time and not fuck it up for me. And like we need to win. And so we were winning. And then second set, he was like, where are you? And I was like, oh, like I don't know where I was.
You
but
just disassociated
I
away.
would like hit the ball, but I wasn't there. So I kind of like lose interest and start thinking about other things. And then it was like he was already up 3 and I thought, let's just get this over with. The problem was that because I wanted to go to the gym.
Yeah.
But then he was like, well, we still have 45 minutes left on the court. Should I teach you some things? And I was like, I don't know how I'm supposed to take that.
Who is this?
Let me go back to the compliment he gave me.
Oh, right. We started with the positive. I'm still on you won 4 games.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
That's great. When you were 6-0 both
6-0.
times.
Yeah, so
time.
I mean, like for me, like
you're basically ready for the U.S. Open.
Well, I mean, for me, I'm like, we're done here. Like I've proven my point. I don't need to continue, right?
Yeah, for sure.
So he asked me, it was well, I'll wait and say that because I want to see your reaction first. He asked me what I do like for workouts. And so I said, Pilates and walking and weightlifting, whatever. And then he said, you have such beautiful leg muscles. Yeah, I'm gonna see your face. She's like,
Now listen, it's not incorrect. You do have beautiful leg muscles. I don't like him paying you that compliment.
Then he said, I wish mine looked like that.
Baby.
This was a Thai man.
Oh.
Now it's okay. You see? Like if some douchebag had said like, you have beautiful legs, I'd be like, fuck
if
right
some
off.
Brit said it to you, he could just die.
Yeah.
But the Thai guy said it, it's not so bad.
Somehow like he's like, I want those muscles. Like he wasn't looking like in a creepy way.
It wasn't lascivious in any way.
He's like, what workout plan do I need to do to like get those? See, doesn't it seem nicer?
It is better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I still don't want him teaching me fucking tennis.
What the fuck is he going to teach you?
He did teach me a couple things. But like, I mean, I didn't.
You can't tell him that he did though.
No, of course not. I mean, eventually I was like, I think I see lightning in the distance. So he stopped.
It's lightning in Phuket. I gotta go. I'm out.
Basically. But
Okay.
anyway, so yeah, I'm on my way up.
Great.
Mm-hmm.
Great. I love it.
Yeah, and so we'll start playing eventually again as well. But anyways, I feel like I cut off your... But was there anything else with Vietnam? No, we were on your husband's muscles. Then we got to my muscles.
We were on my husband's muscles. Yes, and your muscles. My muscles are non-existent right now. Let's see. No, I don't think there's anything else about Vietnam. We had a good time. We ate a bunch of stuff. We bought a bunch of stuff. We drank a bunch of stuff. It was fun.
So I have some disappointing news.
What?
Well, I've been meaning to say this one for a while because I feel like we talked it up so much in case anyone remembers.
Okay.
But I told you already, but I'm going to tell the 4 people listening that Nobu Brunch has been discontinued.
Oh, right. And it's for real?
It's for real. I wrote an email and asked, and they said, we've discontinued it. And I wrote back and said, well, I hope not for just for the near future. And I hope when the busy season starts, like something like that. And she was nice enough to write back again, like, no.
She's like, it's done.
Yeah. Like you don't need to email again, but feel free to come for dinner. So it's finished. Second bad news. We went, well, first I'll tell you where we went the other night. We went with some friends to, I don't know how to pronounce it. I'm going to say Delia because I think of you remember the catalog?
The catalog? Yeah.
Yes.
Delia's was the best.
I was obsessed.
When that came, I just like everything. This is for like any millennial women listening will 100% know the Delia's catalog.
I circled like everything that I was going to buy, which I could never afford because,
I did walk around Vietnam a lot and try to convince myself that I needed all these knockoff Doc Martens because I was like, don't I need all of these? Because they were real
so
back.
Big.
And they were real back right now in like the knockoff shoe situation.
I had like a blow up sofa, like the, what was it called? It was like
an inflatable sofa.
Yeah, but I feel like they had names for it, like air sofa or like clouds or some shit.
It was probably called a cloud sofa.
Yeah, but I had that. But I think I got it from like Spencer's rather than Delia's. But
Obviously.
I would circle it in the Delia's catalog.
But Spencer's was like where the knockoff stuff that you couldn't afford from Delia's was.
Yeah. So anyways, the restaurant we went to, I'm going to say is called Delia's. And it is basically Miss Maria and Mr. Singh.
Oh.
So I feel like it was pretty like more like the Mexican rather than the Indian, but I don't know. But the guy was explaining to us, he's Mr. Singh and his wife in the kitchen is Miss Maria. They used to work together with the real Miss Maria and Mr. Singh, the restaurant with the real like Gagan. That they were like partners or opened it together.
Okay.
And then eventually they went separate ways. And so he and his wife opened
Their
this
own
restaurant. Yeah.
So this is like the real.
Yeah.
I want to go.
I know. I was like, tell me more about what happened.
Yeah. You're like, so what happened with you guys? You're
Exactly.
like, we've been reading your love story and like.
Yeah. But he said, the thing that you read at the beginning, that's based on us.
I don't. Oh, this explains a lot because they were like, it isn't the owner.
Yes, and I was saying, I don't think it's the owner. I was like,
so
this doesn't make
confusing
sense.
to me.
Yeah. So I will say, he nice, very nice man. He's half Indian, half Thai, but obviously went to international school. He has personality. Like he's busy. He's got energy.
Yeah.
So he's the opposite of the waiter that we had.
The Slavic, like, who
The
only
snob.
like talking to your husband.
Exactly. But it was like he would tell us something but only eat this part and blah 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 and then like he left and we were all like, what? Like
That's
what?
my kind of guy.
Yeah, exactly. You would love it. But the food was really good.
Oh, great.
And so we were talking about the Chinatown area afterwards, and I kept saying, you haven't been to One Day Wallflower. What? How is that possible? So we go. And already I see from a distance, what's this stupid fucking sign outside that has a different name and doesn't look like it goes with the building at all? But they were also filming it was like some film crew there and some whatever. So I thought maybe this sign is up for like whatever movie or TV thing that they're filming. It's not.
Is it gone?
Well, it's not gone, but we walked inside and the cafe is still there. The cheesecake's still there. But like we started walking up the stairs and things were either empty or being emptied.
Oh.
Yeah. And it was like bright lights and like, I think they're taking the shabby away from the chic and just trying to make it chic, which means like modern, and I won't stand for it.
Oh, no. That place had such charm and whimsy.
I know. So
One Day Wallflower, if you're listening, boo.
I don't think they are.
Well, a girl can hope.
I can like guarantee that.
Okay, well then I can be really mad. That's fucking sucks.
So yeah, I was like,
Ugh.
yeah. So it's almost like they didn't close, which is probably a good thing.
Yeah.
But so they're kind of renovating while keeping the place open. The place across from it, that like newer Chinese restaurant that I think belongs to Bahao, that was booming, and their rooftop was booming. And I wonder, like, did you get nervous because the place across the street is so busy? So you get like let it be busy. Let all the places be busy. There's enough business for everyone. So I really don't know, but it definitely, like, the guys were wearing different shirts that said the name. I cannot remember the name because it was like 3 words. You know, like one of those where you go like, what does this mean?
Yeah.
I mean, One Day Wallflowers was a lot like to remember. So I don't remember the new one. And I looked in Google and it's not listed in Google yet, like what the actual new name is.
Boo.
But I'm just telling you for future reference that things are changing.
I don't like it.
You know how I feel about that.
Well, you extra don't like it.
Yeah, like,
for sure. I just found out about all these things. I just got to
I'm just
start
here
getting
to
excited.
burst your bubble.
Yeah, wow, what a day. I come back from Vietnam. I had such a good time, and you're like, pop, pop, pop.
Yeah. What else can I tell you?
What else? Is it going to pour?
I mean, it's definitely going to rain. Yeah, it's always raining here.
God.
So. Did anyone die? Let me think.
I
something
know.
else.
Like, Jesus, what's going on? We're in another war? Like, what's happening?
I'm just the bearer of bad news. I'm sorry about that.
Yeah.
Let's see. I went to. Hang on. I'm going to take a little sip of coffee.
Take a little sippy of the delicious coffee.
Yeah. I will tell you about an evening that I had. So last week I was a little bit sickly, and on Tuesday, and
Something about the word sickly feels very Little House on the Prairie to me. I just imagine you sort of like back on a bed with like a cloth across your eye.
it was a little like that. I
A
really,
little sickly.
I couldn't leave the house even. Like I just felt like kind of like flu-like. But the next day I was like, no, we're not going to be sick, because there was a dinner at this place around the corner. And remember a long time ago, I told you I went to this what the fuck birthday party where it was like the 2 gay guys sitting.
I know exactly what party you're talking about.
Yes.
100%.
Like where I was just like, this keeps getting
Weirder and weirder.
better and better.
Yes. Both of those things.
So there was another one of those.
Same friends or new people?
Same. And I
I
was,
guess it's been like a year, right?
I mean, it wasn't a birthday party, it was something else, but I was like, I feel fine. Like I will.
I'm not missing it.
Exactly.
Okay.
And thank God I didn't. So once again, we go to this little restaurant. I'm not going to say the name because I want to like try to keep some people anonymous, but we went to this little like shotgun style restaurant. And once again, it started at 6 and we said we can't come until 7. And it was set up for about probably 16, 18 people. And we get there and there are 4 people. And last time the man's wife was there, but he didn't introduce us.
Mm-hmm.
But this time there was no wife there.
Oh.
Yes. So I don't know what's going on there, but one of the guys that I sat across from last time, the 2 gay guys that I was trying to send pictures to my friends and like anyone interested.
Yeah.
One of them was there. So I'm not sure what happened to the other. And when I asked, I kind of got like not really a real answer. So that's fine. And then just some other random people and constantly people calling and like, I'm on the way, but
they never
showing up.
That's weird.
And so there were 2 separate tables and my husband and I were at the second one. And then at some point we were sitting with like one of the drivers, which is also fine. Like, I'm like, come like eat, drink. I kept trying to give him beer. He's
Maybe
like,
don't do that.
He's like, Madame, I have to drive. I'm like, it's fine. It's just a little. But then this guy sits down next to me. And I swear, Meg, like, you know, like I saw him come in and I was like, no. First of all, just the outfit alone was like, first of all, he showed up on a fucking bicycle. Like, with like traveler's packs on it. And then starts...
Was it Dutch or something?
No, German. And then starts talking about like where he biked from and was trying to kind of like test the knowledge about like how well we know Bangkok, which I don't. But my husband does. And so he was like, you know, the blah, blah, blah. And my husband's like, do you mean this place or this place? And then he's like, well, actually, there's like a court out. And he's like, you mean this court? Or do you mean like my husband?
Like, don't try to play with him.
Side note, I asked my husband, I said, are you upset that like I don't have you coming on the podcast? And he was like, well, I feel like I should come on and just like make a list of all of the things that you and Meg have gotten wrong. Like,
we get nothing wrong.
Well, directions.
Directions are all correct. We say everything right. And also, I stand by the fact that he said that steak from Cracker Barrel was the best steak he's ever had in his life. And I'll never not say it. And I'll say it again on the pod for when he listens again. Keep going. Keep talking about the German traveler man.
Then, like, you know, he was just one of those guys that, like, knew everything. And
Yes.
I said, how long have you been in Thailand? And he wouldn't, like, give a clear answer. And he had this... like I don't know if it was nervous or like high or like what, like this laugh, like he'd be like and I was like, fuck, like,
please do that a lot and more often for me. That was amazing.
So you'd be like, how long have you been, I'm gonna do it in English, but I'd be like, so how long are you living in I'm 200% Thai. I was like, what the fuck? What the fuck does 200% Thai fucking mean?
200% Thai?
Yes. Like, learn math. And then also, so I said, oh, so you can speak Thai? Well, no. Like, Meg, the entire fucking time.
He sounds amazing. I wish I'd been there.
It was so obnoxious.
What a laugh.
At first, it was funny. And then it was like... At one point, I said to him, I feel like I'm sitting across from like a Fox News person.
No!
He was like basically one of those conspiracy theory, like I don't get my news from the normal channels.
Oh, my favorite.
Yes.
I do my own research.
Yes.
Which reminds me, I have something to say
really
when you're done.
know actually about the history. Like it's everything what they're telling you isn't true. And actually this is how they paid off this and like all this different stuff. And at one point, like he was telling me about a picture he saw and I was like, you do realize that that's AI. Do you know what AI is? You know, like like he was like one of those like drinking the Kool-Aid, believing everything. And at first it was funny, and eventually it was just like, fuck my life, like get me out of here. Like it was almost scary. Yeah. And even like you tried to make jokes about it and he didn't get the jokes.
Obviously, those people never get the jokes.
I know, but like he was like, actually, any history that you ever learned in school is completely wrong.
Any history you ever learned in school is completely wrong.
So then I said, well, I went to private school and we based everything on the Bible. So sorry. And he didn't, and he's just like, do you know that there are 4,500 different versions? I was like, but I had the American version. So like, obviously, like,
it's the best way.
Yeah, like, but he just did. And so eventually it was like, we need to get the fuck out of here. Like, but I'll tell you more about him another time because that's like a whole different thing.
Wow.
But yeah, it was definitely like, I was like, thank God I came. But also now I need to get the fuck out of here. And then we went to another bar and had a drink to talk shit about him.
Obviously, which is the best thing to do of all.
Yeah. Anyways, let's go have a drink.
Let's do it.
I'm going to tell you a little bit more.
Okay, great. Bye, bitch.
Bye, bitch.